Hey guys, Sunday evening here, and my video for today again, like it's part of this challenge. In the video, I have to post something, which is actually more challenging than I thought, but I'm getting into it. But just using authentically what the day brought. So today I had a discussion. I was asked, actually, I get asked quite a lot. What has brought me on my spiritual journey? What has it? What was the trigger? Was anything specific? How did I grow up? And I look back and I'm always trying to find this one moment where everything changed. And yes, of course, I did have this quite, intensely with this near-death experience that I've had, my out-of-body experience during my very severe accident when I was 19. And that did change a lot for me. But that change, honestly, really only manifested like a decade later. I continued living afterwards as if had nothing had happened, and even denied the experience for many years because I couldn't talk about it, with anyone. People would think one is crazy. People don't. I didn't grow up I didn't have the people around me to share this with. So luckily now science is picking up on it, and also there's a Netflix documentary called Surviving Death. So yes, that was one big change in my life, and which has definitely triggered my spiritual journey. However, there have been so many more. In my life, it has come often through hardship, through a lot of pain, through things happening either in my life or things I've witnessed, or I had some of my best friends have died. I've had really 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 crazy stuff happening, and that pain, that despair, and everything that it produced has always brought me deeper. I think one of the other big deep changes in my or trigger points in my spiritual life was when I was 30, and I don't even know why, but I had this time. I was so sad and so depressed. Gosh, I lived in Asia at the time, and I was trying to find a new purpose, a new meaning in my life. I just left my previous sort of occupation as an actor, and which was great as an art, but I wasn't happy in the industry. And I lacked. I was like, okay, this is lacking impact for me. Why am I doing this? What's the purpose in just doing some TV stuff? And I didn't really feel the greater good in my job, in my work, even though it was fun. But it's like, come on, fun. I mean, there must be more. So I set out, and then there came a point. I actually got again quite successful with another project, but I was miserable. I was freaking miserable, and that brought me. And I was curious always about meditation, and then I went to this meditation thing in Thailand, where I had my first big moment of waking up. And I will tell more about this in another video, but that was one moment which I will never forget. Is when, after days and days and days of constant meditation, there came this moment of, and for the first time seeing this, what I call truth, what there's the power of the present moment, the power of now, behind the whole illusions and everything that I told myself, which is why I was so depressed. I told myself about how miserable I am and how lost I am, and I don't know, all these kind of stories in my head, until I finally managed to transcend that and sit behind and just watch everything unfold and just be purely present. And all my sorrows and worry and despair was just gone, and I just saw it. It is there, but it's not me. It's one of the most powerful moments in my life, really. Life changing. And that has brought me on the path where I am today. However, again, I went deeper, and then other things happened, and this is when I learned about trauma and trauma healing, so that even you might have this understanding of, okay, wow, I am not my thoughts, and I am not my ego, but nonetheless, I then got to experience the thing with trauma and trauma healing, and how the body keeps the score, in the sense that's the name of the title of a famous book. And even though I might, that present moment awareness and that meditation can actually, for people who are traumatized, be dangerous, because it can be re-trauma, you can regress and get a re-traumatization. And that's why it sometimes was so hard for me to be present, even though I had this wonderful experience a few years ago. And then I was like, why can't I? So the essence of this video it's an ongoing journey. There's not one thing that changes, at least not for me. But I'd love to hear how it was for you if you hear this. What has brought you on the journey, and was it an ongoing process, or was there one thing that just boom changed everything? I'd love to hear your thoughts. With that, I wish you a wonderful week ahead, with a lot of love and fulfillment and presence, and I love you. Mwah.